All right. Looks like everything is coming online. I will wait a minute to make sure the feed loads. Looks like the feed is loading. Stream health. The stream health is good. People are not in the chat room. I'm okay with that. I don't anticipate that. Everyone's, ooh, I haven't done this before, so I'm going to share this on Facebook. Why? Because I'm a loser, baby. Dream with the world of Facebook. All right, we'll paste this in here because I am live. Make post. Oh, I wonder who's watching. Fantasy Football League. But the other league information here cast is brought to you by the Fantasy Football League. Oh, is my stream back on? Okay, we're live, people. We're live. It's back. I've got too much stuff going on. But we're back. And I'm here to talk about fantasy football. I don't know. They missed me being gone. So it's the new and trendy. But it's the playoffs. I want to see where everyone finished because I feel like that would be the most interesting thing to everybody was the actual standings. Here they are. So as of the end of last week, before we went into last week, we had three people. Levi 3 and out was the number 1 team. Troy Dynasty number 2, and Matt Date, the Irishman, number 3, had all locked up playoff spots. So that means the people, unbelievably, the eldest Radloff brother, Mike Radloff, had made the playoffs for feels like got themselves in the playoff. And the funny thing is, every team in here, as well as Punky, Grunky Kong, number 5 down to Ray to number had in the league where it was so tight. Like I said, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams could have made the playoffs in the last week just based on how many points they had scored throughout the season. Actually 8. Sorry, I missed counting Carl. And then it was just me, Cobra Kai at 12, me at 13, and Mark Potter at the very last. So it's a very close season. Real competitive. Everyone participated all the way through. No one gave up when they thought they had a tremendous injury or something. Everyone kept battling, kept working the waiver wire. Obviously, Troy lost Aaron Rodgers in the beginning of the season, and he finished second. Now he would have finished third had Matt not tied me because Matt had. But because of that tie with me, he finished third, which brings Pepper. The elite, those who managed to not leave a bunch of points, 3 and out with his lifelong disc golfing buddy, Ray Banana Hammocks. Beloved Gronk did a boneheaded move, went off the top rope, gave some dude a concussion. Now the big lovable oaf is, considered a dirty player. So this one could be really close. Like I said, Sarah had really leaned on Gronk and Thielen. Thielen comes out and has a big game, and Marshawn Lynch looks like he did last week. It could be bad news for Levi, who's basically owned his entire way there. Let's see who's on his bench. No one has anyone like super stellar on their bench other than Sarah's Joe Mixon out with a concussion, Gronk. But she still looks like a good option to play. Oh, Le'Veon Bell. Ugh. But Baltimore plays them hard. I don't think Le'Veon Bell... You know what? I'm doing it right now. I think Le'Veon Bell has an underwhelming game. I think Kareem Hunt continues to slide. And I think Levi's going to lose in the first round of the playoffs. I'm not saying that just because it's my wife. I just, looking at his lineup, having taken that bad performance from his quarterback spot, and looking at some of the players that they have going against each other, this is very much like, I wouldn't wager my whole paycheck on it, but right now in my comfort of my Sam Adams studios in my basement, I'm leaning towards Sarah on this one. Sorry, I've got this really crazy matchup. Eric versus Ray. Eric has 58 points already from Thursday night out of 3 players. Most of the performances, or 2 of the 3 performances, were better than Yahoo had predicted this matchup, which I think is crazy. I think if you've already coming into Sunday with 58 points, you're going to be good to go. But let's take a look at this. He got 29.7 from Thomas on Thursday night. Thomas had a great performance. Finally got a touchdown or 2, which he hadn't really had all season. Ingram got really lucky. That play, like if Alvin Kamara got out, I don't know if Ingram gets the 13, but actually Yahoo thought he would. Jay Freeman coming back from injury, 15 points. So he's got 58 going into it. And then Ray is sitting there. Ray's got some big hitters, though. Tyreek Hill, he can get you 5 or he can get you, 25. So that could be Jamison Crowder is going to pull great coverage against the Chargers. So LaShawn McCoy's been really up and down. Frank Gore on the retirement tour. I'm just looking at this matchup. I can't believe that Yahoo's got it predicted to be this close. Even going into the matchup, I wouldn't feel anyone. And I've got Kirk Cousins on another fantasy team, and he's been with those interception stuff. He's just not been great. Yeah, I think with a 58-point lead, I think Eric's gonna clips this one. Ray's got to basically probably throw out his whole high upside lineup. Let me see if he's got anyone on his bench that I'd swap out. I would probably have gone. Austin Seferian-Jenkins against Denver, and I don't know. I'd probably Jordy Nelson, because Jordy Nelson is going to get you 0 or he's going to get 2 touchdowns, as the way they've been playing lately. So I don't know. Yahoo thinks it's going to be close, Ray, but I think you're in a bad spot. I would be looking for home run hitters. I would, do you have anyone you could do? No one you could swap out for Frank Gore. So I was like, look for someone who's got a little more upside than that. But yeah, I think I don't think it's going to be as close as Yahoo predicts. I think Eric's going to win this one. Hit me up about his lineup, and I told him going Winston and then using Brady's flex was a bad idea. It's a bad idea, Josh. You talk about points on your bench, you're going to fuck this one up. I don't think Jameis wins. I think Jameis is going to shit himself against that strong defensive line. Maybe you'll be right. Obviously, you made the playoffs. I didn't, so joke's on me. We'll see. You know that you'll be getting a text with me if I'm right, and you won't hear shit from me if I'm wrong. But you are facing Matt, who's number 3 team, put up the most points this season. He's already got 25.3 points. Average day from his kicker, 5. But he also got 20 points from Mohamed Sanu, so you can't be mad at that. Russell's going against a great defense, but you can't. I don't even know if you could not play Russell with the way he's been just willing fantasy points and wins for his team. The Marcus Mariota, I don't even know if I'd go in the flex. Let's see. So Matt's got Marcus Mariota in his bench, and let's see if I would do anything different. I would probably go. Ooh, God. Yeah, I guess. Oh man, Matt's got a good lineup in there. I think it's opening up the Austin. I think Matt's going to get the win. In our 4 out of Hooper, maybe if Hooper could hold onto a fucking ball, that wouldn't be an issue. And he got 14 out of Julio Jones. So without a spectacular day from Julio Jones, he's not going to have what it takes. Whereas Troy got 15 points from Drew Brees. So he's really got the edge in this one. Unless he gets a career day out of Alshon Jeffrey. I'm trying to look at his roster and see if anyone has even ever gone off in fantasy playoff history. So if he gets another one of those record-breaking days from 2 years ago from Alshon Jeffrey where he got 50 points and then he gets another 25-point game from Case Keenum, he might have enough to win, but I just don't think it's going to. Let's take a look at, so his hard-hitting rookie, Smith-Schuster, laid out Vontae Burfict, so Hawkeyes can't use him. CJ Beathard's on the bench. Stewart. Speaking of text messages from Josh Martin, let's see what we got going on here. I don't know what his other D is. So Josh wants, this is real time, real fantasy shit happening right here. Josh wants to know. Now, I've got friends on both sides of this matchup. And in real time, Matt could be watching me give my against Jacksonville. Like, Jacksonville's not super potent. Allen Hurns is hurt. But they are, they could make some moves. We'll see. All right. So, sorry to interrupt that final matchup for Josh's nonsense and tomfoolery, skullduggery. What do you think, people? Seahawks. Cute, people. He's getting too cute. Too cute. He's overanalyzing, and it's going to hurt him. And so back to this final matchup. Troy versus Mike Rad. Anyone leaving anyone cool on the bench? Did anyone have a super hard decision to make up? Oh, Elliott. So if Troy moves on, he's still stashed. He got that late Elliott pickup. Oh, man. I think Troy's going to win, and I think he's going to be formidable in the next round of the playoffs with, Elliott coming back. Ooh. There could be some upsets coming. Well, not really upsets. Done a normal huge Julio game. Mike would have had a better shot. I think he got too much underperformance on Thursday night to make this out. So, has the ability to get upset by Sarah, thinking the hell out of his lineup, obviously all the way through, all the way in. So, this is what we got to do, man. We're going to go into this game. We'll see what it looks like next week. We'll see who we're talking about. Now, the important part of the thing is that we keep up this Vikings run. So my fantasy team's out of it. Now I've got to focus hard on my team. Obviously, I had their defense. So it's time for me to go to support my Vikings, taking on the Panthers. I think it's a trap game. I think we could really, give it up here, but we should win. So, all right, guys. I'm sorry I didn't get a video in last week. I'll try to do one next week. I hope you at least are still hanging in there, still a little entertained with us, and at least enjoying it a little bit. All right, Purple Rube Fantasy Football. We're gonna ride and die until through the playoffs, and I look forward to next year, where maybe I will finish in the playoffs, because it's been a couple years. Been a little bit. All right, guys. I'm out.